Adam Saleh joins me now by phone. And Adam, again, we just did see your video. You have now heard how Delta has officially responded. What do you make of what the airline has said here?
Yes, there was 20 people who were uncomfortable with me speaking Arabic and my friends speaking Arabic, and there was a lot of other people who were uncomfortable with them being uncomfortable with me speaking Arabic. And then when the captain came, he was telling me and my friend that he wants to speak to us outside. And then he was like, "Get your bags. I want to speak to you outside." And at that moment, I knew I was being kicked out. I'm sorry, just speaking low because I'm on a different flight right now, not with Delta. Delta did not accept me to rebook me. I'm with the Virgin Airlines right now, and I'm heading back to New York City. And it seriously made me cry. I was crying after I got off the plane because I take maybe 20 flights a month. I travel a lot, and I never in a million years ever knew I would experience something like this. I speak to my mom every flight I go on right before I leave, and my mom only speaks Arabic. And when I got off the phone, I seen the lady like giving me these dirty looks. And me and my friend, we speak English and Arabic. Once we were speaking Arabic, she turns around and she's like, "You need to start speaking English. You're making me feel uncomfortable." Then like this lady who was next to me, she defended me. She was like, "They're just speaking a different language." Then I told her, I was like, "Haven't you heard anyone speak another language?" And then her husband or some guy that she was with, he gets up and he starts screaming and cursing. And all these other people get up and start screaming and cursing. They were like, "Something happened in Germany the other day. We don't feel uncomfortable. If he doesn't leave, then we're all going to leave." And the captain comes, he just takes us out. And then a lot of people got upset. A lot of customers were like, "That's freedom of speech. You're going to take him out because 20 people said to take him out? He didn't do anything wrong."
So,
and then we got out.
So again, Adam, you are on the tarmac at this point. You and your friend are in your seats. You're speaking to your mother in Arabic. We did see you removed, and you referred to some people as being racist. It would seem that there is a difference in 2 or 3 passengers speaking to you personally, and some 20, as the airline is claiming, finding this to be an uncomfortable situation. Do you suppose they were all? That these more than 20 customers, were they all uncomfortable with your use of Arabic or with the commotion that ensued?
No. They all agreed with the people with the 3 people that were like, "Oh, he's speaking Arabic. I feel uncomfortable." Then they got up and they agreed. They were like, I do not feel comfortable with these guys on the plane." And then a couple of people were defending me and my friend. They were like, all they did was speak another language. Then a lot of other ones, they were like, "You need to call the captain, have them out." And like 20 of them were like, take them out now. We don't want them. I don't feel comfortable. They need to speak English. I don't know what they're saying." And then me and my friend were like looking at each other like, what the heck did we just do? It made us feel like we just done like the most horrific thing ever. And all we did was I speak to my mom and I spoke to him in Arabic. And the captain literally agrees and takes us out. And I told the captain, I'm like, "Sir, we didn't do anything." He's like, "Just, I need to talk to you outside. Don't worry. I'll accommodate you with like another flight." It seemed like he was just like ashamed or embarrassed. He didn't want to get the 20 people upset. He'd rather get 2 people upset. You know, he didn't want to get 20 people upset. He'd rather just take us out and just give us another flight. But I'm not going to let this go. What if they do this to like people like my mother who can't even speak English? And even a couple other Delta workers would come up to me. They'll be like, "Hey, don't let this go. This isn't the first time that Delta has done this." And I told them, I was like, "I'm not going to let this go. I'm definitely not going to let this go. What they did was wrong. Just because I speak to my mom in every flight. Nothing ever happened until today."
And again, you mentioned you fly some 20 times a month. You also mentioned that passengers were actually discussing, again, the alleged terrorist incident we saw in Berlin. But you have never experienced something such as this from your point of view before?
Nothing. I've never experienced nothing like this. Even with when we were leaving off the plane, they were trying to get someone else behind us who was he was the same. He had a beard because no one in that area had a beard, just him in the back. They were like, "Take him out too," and that guy was like, "Whoa, I don't even know who they are." And then he got really angry. He was like, "Just because I have a beard doesn't mean I'm even with them."
So you say you're not going to let this go. What is it that you intend to do, at least upon arrival here in New York?
Once I arrive, I'm going to meet up with my lawyer. I just spoke to him. I'm going to speak to my lawyer, and I'm going to move on further from there to see what I can do. I just don't want anyone going through this because it made me. I feel like I'm the worst person ever right now. That's how they made me feel. I'm even scared. I was scared to be around them, and they were the ones saying that they feel uncomfortable when me and my friends were so uncomfortable.
Do you think the racism that you say you experienced here was a reflection of the tenuous times in which we live, or was it something more?
I have no clue. I'm guessing it had something to do with the Germany thing. I never knew there was even like an incident there until they mentioned it.
Again, Adam Saleh, we thank you for your time here, and certainly we're glad to know at least that you are on your way, that your travel has not been further delayed. And again, Adam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.